No. Hey, what's going on, y'all? Hey.
You know what it is,
Hey,
man.
hey. Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
Savage AF, man.
Wow,
It's
you
the
caught that.
hey,
Ha.
hey.
Hey, man. Yeah,
Wu-Tang Clan ain't
some
nothing
people
to
know
mess
who the
with.
Wu is.
They're nothing to mess with.
Nothing to
Listen,
mess with.
we'll be cursing in 4 minutes, but until then,
Yeah.
Savage AF, forget your feelings. Facts
Facts
matter.
matter.
I'm one of your hosts. My name is Black Pedro. This guy to my virtual
I'm
right.
Sugar Shang.
Hey,
Doom,
hit him
doom,
with it,
bat,
y'all.
doom,
Black
doom, bat,
Pedro,
doom,
comedian
doom, bat,
Shang.
doom, bat. That's my music.
Hey, you know what it is, y'all. Savage AF, forget your feelings, facts matter. We're here for you guys live, typically
All the way live.
Monday through Friday on YouTube and Facebook simultaneously at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If
Yes,
you
we
ever
are.
miss us live, that's your fault. I just gave you the information.
Why did I do that?
If you're just not doing that, like if you just can't, but if you just can't meet us live at the okay, Shang it. Okay, there you go. No, yeah,
No,
no,
my computer. Okay, got it,
no,
got
no.
it.
I know I saw what you did because you were in like your camera had you in like a heavenly place. You had
Yeah,
the
I
glow
got it.
around you,
Yeah.
but now it's like
And
real
I'm the
time.
last one that they should send to a fake fictitious place that
No,
people
no,
made up to feel better about their lives.
no.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is
Exactly.
that an
What?
atheist comment? Um,
What?
don't
Hit
say
us
that
up.
because we'll lose followers.
Hey,
Um,
Savage AF though. You know what it is, y'all. Listen. If you ever miss us live, you can find redemption. Okay, you did it wrong, obviously. Bad
obviously,
day.
bad
Bad
day,
day.
bad day. You fell down the steps. Your dog ate your homework.
Your
I
foot.
get it,
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
but don't do that. Don't do that. What you do is, yeah, you see
You
it
see it?
scrolling.
It's scrolling at the bottom of the screen right now. You can go to our YouTube channel and catch all of our shows. They're archived there.
They're live.
YouTube.com/C
Sad, sad.
slash Savage AF World, all one
And
word.
once you get there, you know what you got to do. Ooh, yeah,
Ding! Hit them with the bells, y'all. Notify yourself.
yeah.
Subscribe.
But subscribe,
Share
and you
it
know
with your
what?
friends
And
too.
and as you can see, as I'm doing this, use
Mm,
your thumbs for other than plucking your own butt. All right, and make sure you do
yeah,
this.
we know what you.
Hit us with the thumbs up. Hey, we got some people already in the feed. Hey, yo. All
Hey,
right,
listen. If they ever get kicked off of YouTube though,
right.
make sure you hit us on the Facebook as well. Okay. Savage. Whoop. Savage. A dot. Put a dot there. F dot. Put a dot there. Savage A dot F dot. That's how you want to search for us on Facebook.
On
Make sure
Facebook,
you get us
and then
there. And then,
we're on there live too, so you can
yeah,
see us live
right now,
there,
right
live on
now.
YouTube. We just live, and we're lucky to be alive the way the world's working. But luckily, Pedro has an arsenal, so I'm just going to stand behind Pedro's apartment and let him air out his grievances with lead.
Nah, man. It's I don't even know if it's actually lead anymore, but
No, well, you know what?
I know what you meant. Hey,
Yeah,
yo,
okay,
Savage AF.
give you aftermarket holes
Oh
in your
man,
head.
we are 30 seconds away from
No,
cursing.
no.
No, 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 no. We're 30 seconds away from cursing
But we're
and
not. We're not
saying
gonna do
whatever
it.
the fluff we want to say. Savage AF, man. Make sure you follow us on the Insta, on the gram, on the threads at Black Pedro, at Comedian Shang. And
And
that's also
at the threads.
at the threads. Absolutely. And before we actually get to curserating, Let's thank some of our
And
guests that are in
I'm
here
about
so
to get
far.
curse-tastic.
Cursorific is what
Yeah.
today's show is going to be. Nicole, Kevin, Treehead, no other Miranda. We only need one. Carolina Boss, I see you in here. Thank y'all for being here, man. Tell your friends.
Damani
Damani
Jones.
Jones just jumped
Damani
in
Jones sounds like a
right
black
before it.
exploitation movie. Damani starring Damani Jones
It sounds like a track on the Diggable Planets
as
album, like
Nigga Knuckles.
Damani Jones.
Damani
I'm
Jones
cool like
is
that.
Nigga Knuckles.
I'm cool like that.
We got
AJ Fit is in the building. Moving Kilo. When he says that it's not a drug reference, he literally lifts thousands of pounds
yeah.
per day. So keep going, AJ. Hey,
Yeah.
glad to see everybody here.
You're
Savage
in the
AF,
feed.
man.
Yeah.
Fuck your feelings. Facts matter.
Facts matter. Okay. And if you don't know that, we're gonna need to use
And
that. I want to just say that before we're gonna jump, we're gonna high dive into this show and we're gonna roll through it fast. Facts do matter, and right now we really need everybody out there to grip reality because the right is really trying to
hold on
gaslight the
tight.
fuck out of us. So
That's
facts
what it is.
matter.
Yeah, man. All right. So let's do this, y'all. We're gonna get into the show today. It's Tuesday, July 25th, 2023, in the time space continuum. Um we got a Shangri for y'all today.
The whole show seems shangry.
No, I mean we're all
Some of the topics.
we're in a space. Uh but we're gonna end with the Shangri today that says let's not clone Tyrone. All right.
Yeah.
That being said,
What's up, Joe?
I don't even actually have a pop in for you today. So we're gonna end on the Shangri, but we're gonna start today
What up?
with the most hardest, hittingest, questioningest
Joe Works is in the building.
question. Oh, Jay Weezy is in the building. I love it, man. But we're gonna hit y'all with the hard hitting question, and when we ask that question, it usually sounds like
Motherfucker say what? Yeah. Motherfucker say what? Say yeah.
all right, man. Listen, Jay Weezy, I appreciate you being here. Carolina Boss, everybody was here. Listen, Shang, I'm gonna hit you, and maybe you've seen these. I don't know.
I
Yeah,
did.
you see? Okay, you've seen some of
Yeah,
these
I've
clips.
seen him. Yeah.
So let's hit them with a couple of these, and then let's just talk about it on the back end.
Yeah. Let
Because
you. We're gonna let you see it.
okay, because you know what? No. I'm gonna start because I'm a civilian, a civilized individual who wants America and the world to work for everybody. I'm going to start in the civic section, in the civic part of life,
Right.
with this.
10 things that black students don't need. Number one, we don't need affirmative action. Yes. Number two, we don't need equity. Number three, we don't need to be pandered to. Number four, we don't need you to dumb down test scores in order for us to thrive. Number five, we don't need a school system promoting victim mentality. Number six, we don't need the soft bigotry of low expectations as we have heard from other people. We don't need, number seven, critical race theory or intersectionality. Number eight, we don't need reparations or any more welfare states. Number nine, we don't need to be propped up as the darlings of the LGBTQ community. Number 10, we don't need white liberals telling us that they know what's best for us.
What the fuck was that motherfucker talking about?
nigga, motherfucker, say what?
Oh my God.
Listen, there were a couple of things
No.
that he said that okay, maybe maybe we don't need white liberals pandering. I don't know. I don't know, man.
He lost me at we don't need. That's where he
Reparations.
we don't need me up here talking this shit with this fake ass preacher voice. We don't need me being a pander monkey for these white cracker soul monkeys.
Okay.
I'll see
So
somebody
so
agree
no,
with
no,
3
no.
out of 10. Hold on, we got look at it. I agree with 3 out of 10. Damani Jones. No,
Oh shit! I think my whole computer just froze up. And if you can hear me now,
I can hear you.
I'm yeah, but my shit's gonna crash like it does. I must have a virus. But the bots got me. But I'm gonna jump back in right on topic. Trust me. But we gonna stay here, man. On this. The thing is, man.
Can you see the page? Can you see?
I'm not.
Oh shit. Pedro will be right back. But yes, Carolina boss, he's a distraction. I can't believe he even had those words come out his mouth because he understands we are starting from a deficit in general. So yes, we do need certain stuff that you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Trump is the biggest distraction of all. Exactly. I mean, I think that this dude is a pander monkey. He's a panda. And the things that he was talking about is absolute hogwash and bullshit. Now, you in the feed, you said you agree with 3 out of 10. The fuck out of here. Okay, he started off wrong with that. He started off with the fact that we don't need reparations. Yet, the Jewish people have gotten reparations. If you look at the Asian community, got reparations, received money through Ronald Reagan. So why can't Black people receive money for building this motherfucking, not only building this country, but building the society in general from a standpoint of not only the socio-economic fucking stance we got on it, but everything else. So that it's bullshit. And wow, Whopper, Milk Dud, heads for Trump. Yeah, he obviously the clip made my ass itch. I say that in my act because that is true. Yeah, I think that he is so far gone up the Candace Owens asshole route that he doesn't understand. I think Pedro's coming back. I think so. I think so. But yeah, I don't agree with none of this shit. Pedro better.
Sorry.
Pedro better have gone change that damn shirt. Wow.
I think that's just haterism. Oh, sorry. Hey, there we go.
Yeah.
Listen. Sorry guys that I my shit dropped out. I missed some comments here, obviously.
Obviously. No, I was just saying he's a pander monkey. And white people love pander monkeys. And
wait, who is?
The man that tried to talk like this.
Yeah.
And by the way, whatever his name is, get out of Candace Owens' asshole. What you doing? You live there, you bitch. That is the most bitch shit. I know some people in there said I agree with 3 out of 10. No, I don't agree with 10 out of 10 because
no. I mean,
liberals.
To me, honestly,
what?
There were some.
What? Which
okay,
one?
Okay.
Which one?
Let me go here really quick. I'm gonna play it again, and I'll count them out. I'll hold up my and then we'll look at it.
Okay. All right.
10 things that Black students don't need. Number 1, we don't need affirmative action. Yes. Number 2, we don't need equity. Number 3, we don't need to be pandered to. Number 4, we don't need you to dumb down test scores in order for us to thrive. Number 5, we don't need a school system promoting victim mentality. Number 6, we don't need the soft bigotry of low expectations as we have heard from other people. We don't need, number 7, critical race theory or intersectionality. Number 8, we don't need reparations or any more welfare states. Number 9, we don't need to be propped up as the darlings of the LGBTQ community. Number 10, we don't need white liberals telling us that they know what's best for us.
All right. So according to that, I think I agree with 4 of those things.
Okay.
And the last 2 are just kind of super
Ambiguous
like,
bullshit.
yeah, like superficial shit where it's just
Yeah.
like,
We
okay,
don't need the
we don't need white,
LGBT.
we don't need to be
Okay, we do need
darlings of
white.
the LGBT. We
Yeah.
don't need, no, we don't need that.
Okay, I'm gonna say something.
And we don't need white liberals to
Okay,
necessarily be
the
whatever
reason I
he said.
disagree,
Like,
we
we
do
don't need
need
it,
white
but
people to police white people. We need white people to police white people because sometimes when a black person is trying to be aggressive about change and just common equality, they don't listen. But they will listen to their brethren or whatever the fuck you want to call it. You know, we is not we,
yeah.
sir. I need reparations.
Treehead says
Yeah.
AJ Fit. He said, "Bruh from the side has a Lego man head." I like that. All right, so in accordance, honestly, in accordance with
uh,
this segment. Oh wait, and I should put the just the banner up today. It because it's not even a specific question today. But when I ask y'all,
Motherfucker say what? Motherfucker say what? Yeah.
like, when I ask y'all that,
right.
I also mean like this right here, like,
And you can talk about the Holocaust, but the Jews own everything. I thank God for slavery. I thank God for the crack house. If it wasn't for the crack house, come on somebody, God wouldn't have never been able to use me how he can use me now. And if it wasn't for slavery, I might be somewhere in Africa worshiping a tree.
Or you,
or you could have just gone to a skilled trade school and learned a job without smoking crack. Or honestly, like, if you believe in God, didn't God make trees? Why would worshiping a tree be bad? Like, you'd be worshiping God.
Apparently,
Africans were in tune, are in tune with
this
their
bitch
environment.
fell from the top of the stupid tree and hit every branch.
Nigga.
Okay, and apparently one of the branches was laced with crack. What the fuck? Thank God! I thank God for slavery.
Treehead is like, what the fuck did she just say? She is thankful, Treehead, for the crack house. She is thankful for slavery, right? Man, listen. Listen, this shit is Kevin Key says crack is whack. Listen, you better pay Whitney Houston for her lyrics. Carolina Boss says, damn, where was she when I was hustling? She would bring in all the congregation because they listening. Bro.
And the sad thing about it is seeing black people act like
slavery was a choice.
Yeah, she's like, I'm glad for the slavery. Thank God. Okay, but we got to have people like this that we debunk with their bullshit. Not only with the first dude, Pedro, that was like, man, you said 4 out of 6, 4 out of 10. I'd say.
I mean, and two of those were just like.
Yeah, no, it would be 8 out of 10 because but at the same time, he was full of shit. And this lady is even more full of shit. Ham, spam, tomatoes, potatoes.
But apparently also she's also backed by DeSantis or DeSantis.
Of course, the Satan's back.
The Satan's, yeah.
Because everybody in the feed, you saw the foolery of this bitch, and I'm gonna call her a bitch. I'm not saying all black women are bitches, but this bitch is crazy.
This
bitch is crazy, and I'm gonna tell you what it is.
I'm gonna play it one more time before we're done with this topic.
People use religion a lot of times to get across the message. Just like if you've seen this movie where Denzel Washington and Gary Oldman is in a movie where they basically talk about how the Bible is not a Bible.
The Book of Eli.
The Book of Eli. It's a weapon.
It's a weapon.
And religious people sometimes are so duped by the bullshit of somebody that apparently is deranged, and the crack has apparently got to her brain to get in front of a bunch of people in a pulpit and say that shit.
She's thankful for it. Let's listen to it.
The crack is whack.
No, let's listen to it one more gang.
Gang, 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 gang,
And I'll
gang.
see you guys on the other side. It's 22 seconds.
And you can talk about the Holocaust, but the Jews own everything. I thank God for slavery. I thank God for the crack house. If it wasn't for the crack house, come on somebody, God wouldn't have never been able to use me how he can use me now. And if it wasn't for slavery, I might be somewhere in Africa worshiping a tree.
Well, wouldn't that be better than worshiping a white man? Wouldn't that be better? Because the tree is not going to whoop you unless it's like a hurricane.
Y'all couldn't tell she was disabled. Like she's just mental.
Like who gave her the microphone? Essentially, I think it's.
I'd be in Africa worshiping a tree. Hold up, you dumb. I don't know why they flew you in from Dumb Bitch Island, but I'm telling you,
bro,
black people in Africa don't worship trees. You apparently are thinking of Avatar. What are you talking about? You mixing your shit up, you dumb.
Not the knock V, bitch.
Yeah. Obviously, she's tweaking. Yeah, she's tweaking. There's a mentality with some black people that want so much acceptance from the white mainstream or the media because they feel like, well, if a war goes down, at least then I can be their pet. Okay. There are some black people that I'd rather be their pet than their slave.
But it's like Blade. It's just like some humans want to be servant to the vampires,
right,
man.
Right. Yeah, that's exactly where it's from. But this woman is obviously deranged, and I just don't know why she was dressed like a blue stormtrooper. But she apparently is working for the Imperial Guard because she is out of her fucking mind. The first dude was out of his mind. I'm gonna say 8. There was only 2 things he had said that maybe have credence, and they're in that fucking ether of.
It's like obviously
we don't need equity. Oh fuck you, feed you rocks and take you swimming. I hope hope your moms punch you in the eye and kick you out.
He said we don't need reparations. I'm like, skirt? Nah, not that, bro. But some of the things were just kind of like, okay,
extra.
Yeah, we don't need liberals to define us.
I disagree.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding.
Right. Like, all right, yeah. Like, a few things where, 4 of them where I'm like, all right, yeah.
Carolina Boston, if she thanks the man for getting her addicted and killing her brain cells, then God for letting her use crack.
Yeah. But that being said, between these previous 2 statements with which we've just witnessed,
Tawana, she's nuttier than a fruitcake.
Yep. But especially when you put it in this context, and Treehead, speaking of danger, look at this.
We're not going to do this, right? Stop. You're done.
In Indianapolis, that was Police Sergeant Eric Huxley, who was white, kicking a homeless man in the head who was black.
Are we done now?
Roll over. You're done.
I can't.
Roll over.
I can't.
You're done.
The brutality erupted soon after police arrested and handcuffed 38-year-old Jermaine Vaughn for disorderly conduct.
I'm not the one out here complaining.
No, that was the thing. Nobody cares what you do anymore.
I know, nobody
cares what you do anymure. You understand that?
Lean back.
Nobody cares what you do anymore.
Lean back.
How the fuck am I gonna lean back with the fucking you hold my belt?
Look, we're not gonna do this, right? We're not gonna do this, right?
Stop. You're done. You're done. You're done.
Actually, it's Officer Eric Huxley who is done.
As a result of an internal IMPD investigation, Marion County Prosecutor's Office filed charges against IMPD Sergeant Eric Huxley for Level 6 felony official misconduct and Level 6 felony battery with moderate bodily injury. Chief Taylor has also suspended Sergeant Huxley pending a recommendation of termination to the IMPD Civilian Police Merit Board.
Chief Randall Taylor, who was widely respected across Indiana, reportedly suspended Huxley the day he saw the video. And
thank God for that, Thank
What do you
God
mean they
upon
suspended him? He should be arrested. That was assault. You bitch, punk, fuck cops. Y'all are bitches, and you came between the legs of bitches. Your whole family's a long lineage of bitches. If you're gonna kick a man that's handcuffed and on the ground,
stomp his head.
stomp his head. This is the same shit that I see from cop after cop video. And then one dude was debating with me on IG saying, "Well, they arrest white people too, but they don't give the same kind of force they do to black people for no fucking reason. There was no reason to stomp his face. Fuck him. Fuck him. It was a whole move. It was a bitch. He's a bitch. Like, uh, like the one cop that was talking shit, and the dude said, "Well, I tell you what, take off your fucking badge and then see what's up." And this dude said, "All right, man." Thought he was tough. When I say this dude beat the brakes off this cop.
What was that?
End
What
of
was it? End of service?
end of day.
End of day? With Jake
Yeah.
Gyllenhaal and
But
Michael
no, I'm
Pena?
talking about in real life.
No,
This
no,
a,
no, no.
yeah.
But that was
In
an
that
ill
video, he
scene in
said,
that
"Yeah,
movie. In that
what's up,
movie, that was
homie? What's up, homie? Let's go." And you stop it. Cops stomp him as punishment. But they do that with us all the time. If you look at how they treated little girls, how they treated kids, this is how crazy white people are with power. And not only that, the hatred for us is still super deep. I was going to talk about this today too. They had to change out the sign for Emmett Till 5 times because people were shooting at it, cutting it down. Now they made it bulletproof and made from it now, and they have to make it a federal fucking uh, case to shoot it or break it down over a child that apparently didn't do anything wrong. They said that whistled at a white woman. We found out this lady was a lying cunt bitch, and these dudes admitted that they did it, and a all white jury let them go. That type of shit is what I mean with the cops. If Walrus Face, the fucking the lieutenant or whatever the fuck he was, if Walrus Face didn't fucking not only fire him but charge him, then every cop in the world can collectively kiss the world's ass.
Yeah. And the movie was End of Watch,
End of
Breezy
watch.
JJ's. And she also thinks this shit will never change. Which is not not a bright future if we really, really think about that. Carolina Boss says when cops are found guilty, what they did.
What happens to them as punishment? They don't really. Some of them they can't put them in general pop because if they put them in general pop, it's a wrap. If they put them in general pop, it's a wrap.
Okay, sorry. What Carolina Boss said. I'm gonna put it one more time because he said when cops are found guilty, let what they did be what happens to them as punishment. So you're saying an eye for an eye, basically. In that case, that would mean like a cop or some cops being shot like
10 times.
97 times.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it'd be like just letting niggas from the hood randomly shoot at police officers standing with their
You know what?
hands
This
up.
is gonna sound horrible, and I hope we don't get flagged. Cops used to rape people with batons.
Oh, I mean, Amadou Diallo.
So let that happen to them. I understand that would be good, but I think they should just, if they're all about law, which they're not, we know that they're corrupt. The entire system is corrupt. The entire fucking system is corrupt.
Yeah,
In
and
fucking
Carolina
Texas,
Boss, you know what? And
yeah,
I'm sorry, but yeah, I had trouble
yeah,
with the one
trouble with
sentence that you wrote in my bad, but you ain't got to clown a nigga like that.
sometimes I can't even read.
Like y'all
signs.
niggas be typing too fast sometimes for a nigga to,
S
and
T
I'm
O
on tequila today.
Yeah,
Fuck all y'all, man.
stop. But I mean, I saw this thing today, Pedro, about in basically this corrupt ass person that works for the Department of Justice in Texas,
Mm-hmm.
and they found him for all this corrupt shit. And the judge that's running for office in 2025 mysteriously received $3 million from the PAC from them, and they're going to be judging this guy. And
Wow.
everything, it made me feel like now that's the Republicans. It's not always Republicans. Democrats do it too. Everybody is corrupt. But when you have a corrupt system that I have the power to literally kill you or damage you, stomp your head because I'm having a bad day, or my wife fucked a black dude and she's like, "Oh, I love that sweet black dick." Shut up, Emily! Shut up! I swear to God, Emily, I will take my fucking service revolver and I'll put it in your asshole. I mean,
I know black girls named Emily though too. So
but I just went with Emily.
I know what you did.
But I mean, Lindsay, I'm tired of your bullshit.
I don't know any black girls named Lindsay.
Okay, so if you look at how the cops treat us with extra force, what was it that even when he said I can't lean back, I can't turn over, because
he said you're holding my belt. How am I going to lean back? And even what does lean back mean? Like it's step back, or like you want this nigga to do the rock away and lean back. Like,
it's just
wait, were you asking this nigga for a dance?
It's the same old, same old. In fact, show it again to show how horrible these fucking cops are. And you remember this shit when they pull us over and how they pull them over.
We're not going to do this, right?
Stop. You're done.
In Indianapolis, that was Police Sergeant Eric Huxley, who was white, kicking a homeless man in the head who was black.
Are we done now?
Roll over. You're done.
I can't.
Roll over.
I can't.
You're done.
Brutality erupted soon after police arrested and handcuffed 38-year-old Jermaine Vaughn for disorderly conduct.
I'm not the one out here complaining.
No, that was the thing. Nobody cares what you do anymore.
I know, nobody
cares what you do anymore. You understand that?
Lean back.
Nobody cares what you do anymore.
Lean back.
How the fuck am I gonna lean back with a fucking view hole my belt?
Look, we're not gonna do this, right? We're not gonna do this, right?
Stop. You're done. You're done. You're done.
Actually, it's Officer Eric Huxley who is done.
As a result.
Wow. Right, so we know the rest. Well, okay, but yeah, I mean, and Indianapolis has held the officer responsible, but also at least in terms
gets fired.
I mean, that has to happen.
Okay,
that has to be the first step. But you know what? I think this brother has room to bring up a civil case against this guy, and take this dude's house,
but
his kids.
The reason that I think it's bullshit, Pedro, is because a lot of cops, once they're fired, because there's no national database of police brutality,
absolutely. That's a whole other thing.
He could move to Chicago, or he could move to another city.
Indiana. He's in Indiana. Indianapolis.
But he could move to Chicago though, because
or go down south to Kentucky,
Alabama, and whatever else.
No. The next state south of them is Kentucky. So.
Right, and do the exact same thing, and the cops will hire them. The cops are inherently corrupt, and they were basically made from nigger catchers.
Not everyone, but the institution. The
institution is, because the good cops can't even police the bad cops because they get retribution.
Outnumbered,
they're outnumbered because they get retribution from the bad cops, and not only that blue shield shit that they always fucking do. They always say the blue. It's called the blue shield. Am I right? Where they say the blue shield, where the cops will protect the cops. That's why I don't respect any good cops or bad cops at all, because if you were about that life, if you really about that life, you would turn your fucking corrupt, racist cop partner in. Fuck all that, I'm your partner, or he saved my life. Well, apparently he's not saving other lives. That guy, he stomped him really hard. Imagine his head hit the cement harder and he didn't.
That nigga was shot. That nigga was definitely shot. Like he did a slide to the left, like one time, like stomped
him. So, but we seen cops, they feel like when we don't obey them like children, even when they're wrong, even when their demand is wrong, I can't move back. You have my belt, so I'm going to rough you up anyway.
They
You're
had a
all bitches. All you cops are bitches if you act like this.
Nicole
Do your
H said.
fucking job,
Well,
you cunts.
I think there's an example. I could have brought it into this too, but there's a recent incident where like a 23-year-old truck driver didn't pull over for the cops. And then when he did, he pulled off again. And he in a semi truck, he took the cops on a high-speed chase. And then they used the strips, the
To
tire
stop him.
bursting
Yeah.
strips to stop him.
Spikes.
Spikes, yes, sorry. And one of the state troopers, and I can't remember which state this was in, sorry, but this just happened the other day. One of the state troopers, he's like, do not because a local cop showed up with a dog. He's like, do not release that dog. The guy has his hands up. He was yelling it pretty loudly, and they let the dog go, and the dude had his hands up, and the dog chewed him up a bit. You know what I'm saying? So there is that. But what I want to say about why I brought that up is because there was clearly an officer, a state trooper was like, do not do that.
And
And
they
this
don't
other guy,
listen.
yeah. So even with the good apples being good, the bad apples be badder. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
yeah, but you know what? Then the good cop should pull a gun on the bad cop. The good cop should fucking beat the shit out of the dog until the dog's off him. It's like
no,
this is
he did. They're yelling as they're running towards it. They're like, "Get that dog off of him! Get that dog off of him!" Because it's not their dog either. You know what I mean? Like the trooper, it wasn't their dog. So like, it was a situation where, like, listen, this black dude did the wrong thing. The cops are signaling, telling you to pull over. It's for a missing mud flap. I'm assuming that would just be a ticket or whatever. So I don't know why he ran from these guys.
okay,
I
but
don't know
it
why.
doesn't matter. You
No,
don't
no, no,
let
no, no, no,
a
no, no.
dog
But what
do
I'm
something.
saying is, yeah, absolutely, you don't. Absolutely. But to the degree in which you're saying that, all cops are bad or even the good cops don't matter, it's like, I'm gonna give props to this trooper for being like, no, do not release this dog. And the dude still did. And dude, the trooper that announced, and even afterwards, he was like, "Was I not loud enough?" Like, there's video footage of this. Like, this guy tried to do the right thing according to procedure.
Then you know what? Then the cop that let the dog go, that's just like fucking using a
Yes,
bullet or something. He should be
he should
not
be
only should he
done.
be fired,
Yes,
put the
yes.
fucking dog down because you know how I feel about dogs.
No, that's
Fuck that dog.
no,
In fact, the last dog I saw, I told him, I said, I will find you,
and
and I will kill you.
also, I think another issue is like by the time the guy showed, because the guy with the dog wasn't the first guy on the scene. So by the time there are like, more than 10 state troopers on the scene, why does your local ass need to show up with the dog other than to show off some training exercise on the nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like that's just what he wanted to do. So I agree with you, Shane. Yeah, that dog or
Should be put down.
that canine officer. No, not that dog.
I
I mean,
let
the canine
let me in the
officer.
room with the dog for a day with my
No,
stick.
the
I'll
canine
fucking-
officer
I don't like dogs.
should be released. And
Wow.
I love dog. I have no problem with dogs.
Why did you call me Michael Vick? That's fucked up, yeah.
Wow.
I don't like
No,
dogs.
the difference
Fuck
is
dogs.
Shang didn't make money off of killing dogs. He just got pleasure from it. And
I
that,
didn't get pleasure.
totally different. Totally different.
Well, a little
He
bit.
just enjoys it. But
I don't know. I don't
Vic,
enjoy
for
killing
Vic,
dogs.
it was a business.
You know why I don't like dogs? Dogs is they said dogs aren't spasmatic, and dogs will try to bite you, and you be the dog's really friendly, and then all of a sudden he flip the fuck out on you. All dogs can kiss my
Well,
ass.
that's because you're beating them with a stick.
Well, I
Shane.
mean, other than that dog, those dogs deserve it. And I don't care if you dog haters get on here and say that if a dog is trying to rip me apart, I'm allowed to kill that motherfucker. Period. Then I'm higher on the fucking evolutionary chain, bitch.
I don't think he. I don't think Shane's a serial killer, Nicole H.
Well, listen.
And without evidence,
What I yeah,
I
you know,
wouldn't. I wouldn't
all I
sleep
know is
tight if
that
I were you.
this is the same situation. Not only with the police, when they use us as practice dummies. There are wow.
Miss
But
Pink, the Enigma
I
said
didn't
that's why they call
stab
you
him.
Uncle
I
Stabby, huh?
beat him. It's different. Uh,
It's a bludgeoning, guys. Come
right.
on.
Come
Why are
on,
we
get it
tripping?
together. And
Yeah,
dogs are
it was
killed at
just
the
like
pound every day.
37 swings of a
It
bat to
was
the head.
it
It
was
was
three.
nothing.
It was two. It was two.
Okay.
And that's all it took.
See, yeah, he reduced it after the because
Because
he had to
three.
remember what he told the DA at the
Yeah.
time.
No, I'm saying you and why is everybody going in? Shut up. It's
Nigga,
not
we're gonna get canceled by Peter. It's
saying
over. This show's
no.
over.
It's over. Well, look, that's assault on an officer. I know what you're saying. I'm saying that if he let the dog go on this man after the fact that he was told not to do it, multiple cops said, get the dog off, get the dog off him. And that cop should be fired because he did it after being listened. Someone specifically told him to do it. And I think the dog should be taken out of commission.
Man, don't blame the dog.
I blame the dog.
It just did what it was trained to do, which is bite Negroes. But like inherently, like on these streets,
Because
man,
of that. Because of that. He was trained to bite Negroes.
dogs are typically cool. They have to be raised right,
Yeah,
especially
hold up.
the
I
bigger
just saw a
breeds.
list that said the 10 worst dogs to have. And, German
Chihuahuas
Shepherds,
must be number
Doberman
one.
Pinscher, Chihuahuas were number one.
Gotta be.
German Shepherds, Dobermans,
In
Rottweilers,
terms of aggressiveness, like biting people,
not only biting people, but being bad pets. Pit bulls.
the only dog I've ever been bitten by in my entire life is a Chihuahua.
Yeah, well, no,
Little,
Chihuahuas were number
little that
one.
bitch, and she took a little thing off of my, like she nipped at my like they were behind the gate tripping out, and I was like, "Hey, man, what's a tie?" And the bitch like, and
I
like
punched
took
a
a little
Chihuahua.
thing out of my
I punched
fingertip,
a
and I was like,
Chihuahua when I say I rocked this dog's head.
"Oh!"
Because I was like, fuck that.
That shit is still in
No, he
space.
tried to bite me, and I, just normal reaction, bap, and I hit him, and he went, ah! and then she's, why'd you do that? Because you don't let your dog bite me. If I had a gun, guess what? It'd have been a Chihuahua everywhere.
Nigga, the bullet is bigger than the dog. You can,
Okay,
that's
but
not even
aside
worth.
from
That's not
aside
even
from the
worth the bullet.
dog murder, I'm saying to y'all, and it just gives me imagery of when they used to let dogs go on black women.
Yeah.
And you know what?
No,
They
black people in general.
Black people in general.
That's what
But-
changed the civil rights movement. Is when that footage went global of Bull Connor
right
unleashing his dogs. I think this is
on
Memphis.
black people, but I'm going to tell
Yeah.
you there's a caveat to it. They specifically, just like Vikings used to specifically attack women first, because he said you get the women and the children first, and the men it'll make them
fold.
that will fold. So what the cops used to do is, and this sounds horrible, but this is true. They also used to do this with gators and babies. I'm not making this up. You can look it up. They would specifically say, make sure the dog attacks the women first, which is horrible. But if you look at the long line of horrible shit cops did to us,
that's where you're going with like kill the dog first.
huh? Kill a dog.
So no, because it's like for you, I think in that sense it's strategic in a civil race war or whatever, right? Like where it's like, okay, they're gonna send the dogs after our children and women. Kill the
But
dog.
this is okay. But what I'm saying is, a lot of people think I'm being crazy. If you look at how cops treat us, if you look at how cops treat black women, do they treat? And now, if I'm wrong, then check me. Do they treat white women when they pull them over as aggressively as they treat black women? I'm not talking about the mad black woman and all that stereotype. I've seen videos where they pull people over, women over, and that they treat them like dirt. In fact, one of the women, got arrested and mysteriously disappeared in jail all of a sudden, and then she's dead. This is what they do to us. Yeah. That's why I don't have any respect for cops. Even when I see a cop doing something good, I go, "You're probably one out of maybe 10."
1 in a million.
Because look at all of the dirt. Why would they need to, why like you said they should just burn it down and just start over? I think they need psych evaluation.
I didn't say burn. I didn't use the word burn.
Not burn, but
I just said fire, rehire.
But you know
That's
what I
my
meant by
term.
burn. Like,
No.
well, I meant burn.
mean,
I meant actual burn.
yeah, I don't want to get on the arsonist
The
list.
gasoline. No.
No, my thing with policing in America on all levels, federal on down, is fire, rehire.
Fire, rehire, mental evaluation longer, and have them train longer.
And black people should be in charge of the process.
Yeah,
the right ones.
What was the purpose of him stomping his head? Because you can't say he didn't have control of him, because he was handcuffed behind his back and on the ground, and he wasn't like I seen him kicking at you, biting at you, spitting at you. That was just, I don't respect your mind, life, and as you as a human being, and they don't respect us as human beings. That's why they'll do heinous shit, like see a 10-year-old with a toy gun that has a orange cap on the front of it, and you pull up, and in 10 seconds you drop him and said he looked like an adult. And it was obviously didn't look like adult once they saw the video footage. And then the other cops and the DA and all of the corrupt fucking people continuously let them go. And they continuously let these cops go with either a smack on the wrist or paid leave. You're basically being rewarded for your bullshit. And I just say, fuck them all. Even when a cop's nice to me, I sit there and go, how long are you going to be nice to me? If I didn't act passive, if I acted assertive, how long would this cop be nice to me and just do his fucking job? Give me the ticket and let's keep it moving. But instead, they want to ask you, so where are you going? I remember one dude asked me, so where I'm going? I said, I'm going home. Well, what do you do? What are we dating?
The fuck does that have to do with anything? Yeah.
What am I, your girl? Get the fuck out of here. And I didn't answer him. He said, well, I mean, I'm just trying to make it go smoother. No, you're not.
No.
You asking me what I do for a living.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Miss Adverb says,
I sell drugs to your bitch ass kids.
Miss Adverb says, do we have the dog's family here to lend some context? Unfortunately, no, we don't.
Fuck dogs.
That lineage got cut off. All right, man. So that's your motherfucker say what for today. Is just like, okay, y'all want to talk that shit, talk it, but I'm not sure we're all in line together.
Yeah.
Shangadang, I don't have a Black Pedro pop in for y'all today.
Well, what I do have for y'all
I'm gonna let you take us up.
Okay, but what I want to let y'all know is, first off, I need y'all to subscribe to the channel before we get up out of here. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. You see it scrolling down there. Where's it scrolling at, Pedro? Right down here.
At the bottom.
At the bottom. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel. When you get there, do this. Some thumbs up, because the thumbs up on the thumbs up always help us on the algorithm. Make sure you do that, and make sure you follow at Black Pedro on the IG and at Comedian Shang on the IG.
And the
Let's
threads.
not forget the threads. All right.
The threaderations.
Okay, because
Freddie Jackson.
Pedro already has been nominated. Everybody's seen his picture. Frederick Douglass.
Frederick Douglass. That's what they call it.
Okay,
I'm here for freedom, y'all.
So my Shangri today is about a movie that I don't know if we really needed that shit.
Okay.
Listen, I ain't mad at Netflix for giving Black actors a chance to work, but why is it always got to be the same old, same old, same old? And I don't know if y'all seen this movie, and I'm happy to see Jamie Foxx, doing stuff, but I don't know if you've seen this movie. They cloned Tyrone, and people were saying it was brilliant with all of the, layered messages. Fuck out of here. It was the same old shit that I guess because I'm an older Black man, the shit that I've seen before over and over again. We got a drug dealer, we got a pimp, and we got a hoe. And that's the leads. And it's the same old, and even if they try to put some subliminal message that the white people always use the black people as the as the lab rats. I don't want to tell y'all if y'all want to say it.
Pawns.
Pawns. It was absolutely stereotypical bullshit. I'm sick of seeing it. I'm sick of seeing it. I'm sick of seeing you know when they had nigga in the cupboard. No, that was the Indian. That was the indigenous people in the cupboard. It was you know, it's always 15 Days a Slave, The Help,
It was only 12
the nigga washing.
years.
It was only 12 years. It's nigga washing our clothes. It's always that. And I don't know why, even though they filmed it in a black exploitation type of style, and I get what they were going for, it ended up being the same old, same old, same old. Now, don't get me wrong, the actors were good in it, but it's the same old, same old. I don't know if you've seen the movie. I don't know if people in the feed have seen the movie.
Do not spoil it.
I'm not
Nicole
spoiling
late. She's trying. She's like, spoil it. I'm not gonna watch. It's like, girl, listen, this ain't about you. You can't spoil it for the world.
Okay, but what I'm saying
we
is
international. Do you know what our Italian
people see?
following is?
Do you know how many
don't.
people in Scandinavia watch us?
Hello?
Do you know? Do
Bali?
you know how big our Filipino following is?
Come on, girl.
But what I'm saying is, I don't want to ruin it for you, but they clone Tyrone is another example of, to me at least, of seeing how Hollywood will back something like this. And of course, they review it and say, "Oh, the ghetto landscape was
We get
beautifully
nigger it up.
filmed,
They bigger it
and
up.
the way she played the nasty prostitute hoe was absolutely top notch." And Jamie Foxx as a pimp, what else could he be? It was just
We've
absolute.
never seen it before.
We've never seen it before. Now, watch the movie to support black people. I get it, but there's a point where I feel like they can show other aspects of us instead of the redundancy of same old, same old. If you look at the series, which was again well acted, but same old, same old. If you look at Snowfall, if you look at a lot of, if you look at The Wire, a lot of it did show the the police trying to do the good thing, but the crux of the show was the drug dealing. The crux of the show, when it's a prison, it was the prison show they had on
I do have to say,
HBO.
you talking about Oz?
Oz. It was always the same old, same old.
I do have to say with Snowfall, although I've never watched it.
I watched it.
I do have a homegirl from high school, Angela Lewis, who played Auntie Lou.
Yeah.
That I went to high school with. So
yeah, but
I I love her and her work as an actor. So I can't,
All right, but look,
I'm gonna be like, I can't speak on the show at all other than
okay,
that.
but
I love John
Jones,
Singleton, and
Damani Jones said, "You're right, though. The characters in it was typical nigga shit." And I'm tired of it.
And I think that's a reference to They Clone Tyrone, right?
The Clone Tyrone was, now don't get me wrong, I want to see black actors work, but please, please try to write. And it was black people who made this. Black people, stop fucking. If you stop giving them ammo, they will stop shooting us as much. And I mean that. I don't mean shooting. Well, not in real life. After you see people's face get stomped. But I mean, I just feel like watch the movie and tell me 20 minutes in you didn't go, what is this bullshit? Why is this the same? And then they try to say it was deep, it's metaphoric. No, it was the same old nigga shit. And I'm tired of them showing nigga shit. And that's it. Period. The end. That's what I got to say for today on They Cloned Tyrone.
Undercover boss, Carolina boss, I should say. He said, Pedro, you're an undercover famous motherfucker. You know so many people. The reality is, I went to the largest high school in Detroit, Michigan. And from Diana Ross on up and down, there's a lineage at my high school, and there's a lineage of performers who from sport.
Oh, you know what?
Stick to acting. Who
Pedro always bragging about that. I got something even better.
Next, nigga, it's my time, nigga.
Okay, guess what? I saw Scott.
What?
Baio.
Detroit? What?
Yeah, I
what?
Saw,
boy? What?
I'm just saying. I was at the supermarket and I saw Scott Baio. Fuck with me.
You're right. Sorry, I just had.
I know a bunch of famous people. I actually was in the line at Ralph's with Scott Baio.
That's
So
it. Yeah.
what y'all got
Who's
to
in
say
charge
about that?
now?
Yeah,
Charles.
exactly. So
Uh, that's what it is, y'all, man. That's your Shangri for today. That's your show. We thank you. I thank you guys for being here, for real, for real.
and
Listen, we're currently taking meetings. Um, Kevin Key said, Tech, why didn't you attend Morehouse? Yeah, bro.
that is a good question.
No,
No, it's not.
because I went to Tech. Like, honestly, just to answer that really quickly, I from what I understood at the time was like a lot of HBCUs had like curfews and restrictions on, and as I understood college, you were supposed to go be free.
And express yourself and find yourself.
So I
So
applied to two schools, Michigan, University of Michigan, and Princeton. And
and and he
I
ended up
went to
going
New
to
Jersey. I went to
yeah,
New Jersey.
went to Jersey.
But it was never a diss on that, but I was just like, oh no. Like I knew people in high school that didn't have a curfew. And then they were going to colleges that were going to
Have a curfew.
impose a curfew on them. And I was just like, nah, I'm not doing that. So I just went the other, and plus being from Detroit and going to the Educational Center in Tech, I had no questions about my blackness. So I didn't feel like I needed to go
Yeah,
to
yeah, and people who
another
question,
black school.
yeah, but you know what will question your blackness? They cloned Tyrone. It was fucking. Oh, it got on my nerve. Like literally 10 minutes in, I'm going, is this really the movie? Good lord. But I tell you what, we're gonna do is we'll see you tomorrow, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time here for Savage AF. And I need y'all to make sure that you get a chance. In August,
Yeah,
we're gonna be doing a show, bam, in San Diego. That's right, San Diego,
right
California.
there.
We'll be at the Laugh Factory in San Diego, California, August 25th. Showtime's at 8 p.m. Make sure you tell your friends. If you live in the area or getting close to the area, we need you to come to this show and pack this bitch out to show them how we do. All right.
Let's go.
And yes, that smiley face right there, that is Pedro. So make sure you come check it out.
The conscious brother who was leading the struggle is Shangadang. Y'all, let's go. Let's get it, y'all. Savage Ave is gonna be in the building.
Yeah.
San
Tomorrow,
Diego.
San Diego. We're gonna be in San Diego 25th. And aside from that, we will see you tomorrow, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And thank y'all for supporting us. Also, Vegas, thank you for showing up and showing out at the LA Comedy Club all last week. Packed house every night, rock and roll, excellent crowd. Thank you so much.
That's what it is, y'all.
All right.
Savage Ave. We'll see you tomorrow.
Deuces.